I don't talk about this story often, not because I don't remember it. Quite the opposite. I remember every second of it too clearly. I'm 50 years old now. I've had a good life, a stable career, a family, success by most standards. But every once in a while, usually late at night, when the house is quiet and the lights are off, I remember that hotel. And when I do, something cold moves through my chest, like my body knows before my mind does. This happened when I was young, late 20s. I worked for a large American company that manufactured household appliances, refrigerators, washing machines, things people don't think about until they break. I was good at my job, maybe too good. Promotions came fast. Within a few years, I was running an entire sales department. That job put me on the road constantly. Airports, rental cars, hotel rooms that all started to blur together. I slept in places I couldn't remember the names of. Woke up not knowing what city I was in until I checked the curtains. Most hotels are forgettable. That's their purpose. But not this one. This trip was international. A deal with overseas partners. Meetings in the capital city of a European country I won't name. Not because I'm protecting anyone, but because I don't want people going there looking for answers. The company booked me a room in a historic hotel downtown, over 100 years old. From the outside, it was stunning. Old stone facade, tall, narrow windows, ornate iron balconies, the kind of building that looks like it has stories baked into the walls. Inside, it smelled faintly of polished wood and age, not decay, just history. The lobby was elegant, high ceilings, antique furniture, everything clean, professional, respectful of its past. I remember thinking, this place has survived wars. My room was on one of the upper floors, long hallway, thick carpet that swallowed the sound of my footsteps. The room itself was quiet. Almost too quiet. I was exhausted from the flight and meetings. My body felt heavy in that familiar jet-lagged way, like my bones were full of sand. I took a long, hot shower, let the water run over me until the mirror fogged and my thoughts finally slowed down. I dried off, turned off the lights, and collapsed into bed. I fell asleep almost instantly, and then, sometime in the night, I woke up. At first, I didn't know why. Then I heard it. Water, running water. Not pipes knocking, not a drip. A full, steady rush, unmistakable. It sounded exactly like the shower. I remember thinking, half asleep, did I leave it on? That annoyed me more than anything else. I tried to sit up. I couldn't. I tried to move my arms, my legs, my fingers, nothing. It was like my body had been unplugged. Panic hit fast, sharp and immediate. I tried to speak, to call out. My mouth wouldn't open. My tongue felt glued in place. The sound of the water continued. In my head, thoughts started to spiral. Stroke, heart attack. This is how people die in hotel rooms. My chest tightened. I couldn't even feel myself breathing. I don't know where the strength came from, but I forced everything I had into one desperate attempt to scream. And suddenly, I could move. I gasped like I'd been underwater. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might crack my ribs. I jumped out of bed and slammed the light switch. The room flooded with yellow light. I stood there shaking for a moment, convincing myself I'd imagined it. Then I went into the bathroom. The shower was off, but the glass was covered in fresh water droplets. Steam still hung in the air. The mirror was fogged. Someone had been using it. I stood there staring, my mind refusing to catch up with what my eyes were seeing. Eventually, I went back to bed. I didn't sleep again until morning. A loud knock woke me. I checked my phone. It was already afternoon. At the door stood a woman from the front desk, polite but concerned. Apparently, my business partners had been trying to reach me all day. No answer. No response. I apologized, blamed jet lag. I didn't mention the night. Honestly, I pushed it out of my mind. People do that when something doesn't make sense. That evening, I came back late. Dinner with clients. Too much wine. I was exhausted again. I took another shower. This time, I made sure the door was locked. I checked it twice. Then I went to bed. Sometime after midnight, I heard the door open. Not a click, not a creak. It burst open. The light snapped on. I sat up, blinded, confused, and a young man walked into the room pushing a vacuum cleaner. He didn't look at me. He just started vacuuming, methodically, aggressively. I stared at him, frozen again. But this time I could move. I could speak. "Excuse me," I said. My voice sounded small in the room. "What are you doing?" The vacuum stopped. Slowly, unnaturally slowly, he turned toward me, and where his face should have been, there was nothing. No eyes, no mouth, no skin. Just a smooth, pale surface like a mannequin before it's finished, like something unfinished. My body reacted before my mind did. I ran. I don't remember grabbing shoes or my wallet. I remember the hallway stretching endlessly in front of me, the carpet swallowing my footsteps again. I took the stairs. I don't trust elevators anymore. When I reached the lobby, it was empty. 3 a.m. I slammed my hand on the service bell again and again until a young woman appeared, half asleep, alarmed. I must have looked insane, white-faced, shaking, barely able to speak. I told her everything. She listened. Then, against her better judgment, she went back upstairs with me. The room was normal, quiet, clean, no vacuum, no man. I didn't sleep after that. At sunrise, I packed my things and left. I checked into a modern hotel across the city. Glass, steel, key cards, cameras everywhere. Nothing happened there. Nothing ever happened again. But sometimes, when I hear running water at night, or when a hotel hallway feels too quiet, I remember that room. And I know some places don't forget the people who stay in them. They just wait.